Good morning, students. Today we are back with the Henry Fayol's 14 Principles of Management. The first principle of Henry Fayol is division of work. Work should be divided among individuals and groups to ensure that effort and attention are focused on special portions of the task. Fayol presented work specialization as the best way to use the human resource of the organization. So, here in the first principle of Henry Fayol, what we do is the total work in the organization is divided into subdivisions, and according to it, every employee is given its own specialization of work to perform the task. The next principle is authority. Here, once the work of division is done, the next task is to give the authority to do the particular task. So, here the concept of authority and responsibility are closely related. Authority as the right, it is the right to give orders and the power to exact obedience. Responsibility involves being accountable and is therefore naturally associated with authority. Whoever assumes authority also assumes responsibility. So, the person who is having the authority, the same individual also will be having the responsibility of a particular job. Next principle is the discipline. Here, any successful organization to be achieving its objectives need to have discipline, because the number of employees, workers are huge in number, and to be in synchronization, not to have any conflict among the employees or the workers, discipline is must. So, any successful organization requires the common effort of workers. Penalties should be applied judiciously to encourage this common effort. Next is the unity of command. So, here workers should receive orders from only one manager or one boss. So, one employee should have one boss, otherwise, there are chances of confusions and chaos. Next is the unity of direction. The entire organization should be moving towards a common objective in a common direction. So, one command, one direction. Subordination of individual interest to the general interest. The interest of one person should not take the priority over the interest of the organization as a whole. So, here every employee first at the first priority should have the importance of achieving the goals of the organization, and only then he should try to achieve his personal objectives, because only once the objective of the organization are achieved, and behind it even his objectives would be achieved automatically. Next principle is the remuneration. Many variables such as cost of living, supply of qualified personnel, general business conditions, and success of the business should be considered in determining a worker's rate of pay. So, any worker is paying, he should be paid proper remuneration. He is having a proper remuneration is one of the way to motivate his their organization workers to work efficiently. Next principle is the centralization. Fayol defined centralization as lowering the importance of the subordinate role. Decentralization is increasing the importance of the employees. The degree to which centralization or decentralization should be adopted depends on the specific organization in which the manager is working. So, here Henry Fayol focused on centralization, but whereas in centralization, if you are adopting this method, this process, then the importance to the subordinates is decreased. So, depending on the nature of the business and the type of the organization you are working in, the organization decides whether the system should be of centralization or decentralization. Next is the scalar chain. Managers in hierarchies are part of a chain like authority scale. Each manager, from the first line supervisor to the president, possesses certain amounts of authority. The president possesses the most authority, the topmost person, the topmost, the chief boss executive would be having the most powerful. He is the most powerful person. Then the first line supervisor would be having the least one. The lowest person would be having the least authority, least power. Lower level managers should always keep upper level managers informed of their work activities. The existence of the scalar chain and adherence to it are necessary if the organization is to be successful. So there is a sequence of reporting the work. Next principle is the order. For the sake of efficiency and coordination, all materials and people related to a specific kind of work should be treated as equally as possible. Next is the equity. All employees should be treated as equally as possible. So here there should not be any kind of discrimination among the employees. If you want that your employees or the workers should perform to their level best, then you should try to treat your employees as equally as possible. Next principle is the stability of tenure of personnel. Retaining productive employees should always be a high priority of the management. Recruitment and selection cost as well as increased product reject rates are usually associated with hiring of new workers. So first objective you should have that you try to retain your productive employees which are of high importance. You take care of those employees and you try to retain. You see to it, your objective should be that they do not switch over to other organizations. Next principle is initiative. Management should take steps to encourage worker initiative, which is defined as new or additional work activity undertaken through self-direction. The last principle is esprit de corps. Management should encourage harmony and general good feelings among the employees. This is one of the important principle that the management's objective should be that it tries to maintain its employees in harmony without creating any discrimination and any conflict among the employees. And when they are coming to work in the organization, they should have a feel good factor among themselves so that they could work in a more better environment. Okay, so far we have discussed the 14 principles of Henry Fayol. In the next lecture we would be discussing the rest of the topics. Thank you.